I think there's a number of things going on today. Number one, RFK hit the right note on Capitol Hill on the polio vaccine. Polio vaccine's fine. The boss, Trump, laid down the marker. We're not touching the polio vaccine. This was a frenzy over the last few days. This was totally put to bed today. So that's number one. Number two, if I were in their shoes, I would just simply say everything we do is going to be based on science and evidence-based decision making, because that's all anybody really wants to hear. And if I were further advising RFK and Donald Trump on vaccines or anything else, I would say, I'd like for science to go back to be science, because during COVID and during the last few years, science became religion. You know, when we're putting people up on pedestals and making prayer candles with their image on it and sewing pillows with their face on it, that's no longer science. That became a religion. So if I were in their shoes, I would say science is going to rule, evidence-based decision-making is going to rule, and that's how we're going to make all our decisions. I also think it's important for us to remember, why are we here at all in this moment where people are questioning the public health regime? And it is all out of COVID. Everything comes from COVID. Things we were told that weren't true, things about the vaccine that we were told that weren't true. This has caused people, in the past, folks might have just accepted this sight unseen. Now, I think it's legitimate for Americans to say, are we being told the absolute truth by the supposed experts? I don't have a problem with those questions. But millions of school children, millions of people's small businesses, millions of lives were totally upended on things that ultimately we deeply regret.
But it wasn't necessarily all because of science. And I think what we do
because
a
we were
lot of
lied
time,
to about the science.
Well, I mean,
they made it up.
well, let me just say this.
6 feet.
If I would have